Hi all, I'm here again. Once again, I'm Liz Matthew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. And a very commonly asked question nowadays is my work permit is expiring. What do I do next? Work permits can either be postgraduate work permit, LMIA work permit, spousal open work permit. Well, if you did work in Canada for a certain period of time in an NOC code 0123 tier categories, so it is a definite bonus to somebody else who is work permit expired and they did have to exit the country. So when you do apply from outside Canada, Canadian work experience gained within the last 3 years will help you towards your PR application. So if you do go ahead and do gain some work experience outside Canada in the 0123 tier category, definitely combining them with your Canadian experience class will give you a higher score and a better chance for invitation. So, what are the key factors that one needs to be worried about when looking for PR? Your education. Education needs to have credential Canadian equivalency done. So, how to get the Canadian equivalency? Canadian equivalency, there are several organizations that do the Canadian equivalency. WES is one of them. Then there is the ICAS, CES. These are all organizations that do the educational credential equivalency. So, if you did not study in an institution in Canada, you will need to do an educational credential assessment on the education that was completed in order for you to gain points. Apart from education, the other factor that is being looked for PR is the work experience. Your work experience is very critical because that gives you points, be it outside or inside Canada. Your employment letter with the hours, your salary, your roles and responsibilities, everything clearly stated out, and that is on a company letterhead that has to be in a proper way, and it is very important that the employment letters are stated out properly, as this is a very critical component of your work experience. And also pay stubs to prove that you really were getting paid. So if you are outside Canada and most of them do not have pay stubs, make sure you do have a salary certificate or something in writing saying that this person was not paid in a bank to the bank and it was paid in cash. So make sure you have proper documentation to prove your payment was received. And so your employment letter and your pay stubs, make sure you have all these documents together. So that's your education component, your employment component. Those are the main documents that is required for a PR application, and also your language test. Language test, the accepted language test in for Canadian immigration is the CELPIP General, the IELTS, or the PTE Core. These are all accepted language for Canadian immigration. So you will be able to use any of this language test, but make sure you get a higher score. So as I just mentioned earlier, so your work permit has expired and your main goal is to return back to Canada. So returning back to Canada, your chances of returning back to Canada, the things that you can improve is your language test. It's a very huge component. So improving your language scores can bring up your points higher, and that increases your chance for invitation. So your education, employment, language, make sure you put that together properly. So even if you gain some foreign work experience outside Canada, you can combine with your Canadian work experience that you gained in the last 3 years and apply under the Canadian experience class. And so that is a strong point, and wish you all the best. And we are here to help you out, whatever be your Canadian immigration issue. Thank you.